Hello everyone, my name is Tony Isa. Today I begin what I hope to be a successful series of interviews with people within the community that can help everyone answer questions that they might have. My mission is to get everybody to add value and so that we can get pertinent questions to help others. I live in this community of Angola. I am on the Chamber of Commerce and I own Scoops Ice Cream as well as am a realtor with Remax Results. Look forward to serving you. Hello everyone, Tony Isa with Heart to Heart with Tony, and this is my interview with Mr. Bret Steele. Welcome, Bret.
Hey, pleasure to be here. Always an honor.
Fantastic. So we're just going to do a couple questions today. Let's get some feedback and maybe answer some questions you might have.
Okay.
Bret, who are you?
Well, as Tony said, my name is Bret Steele. I'm with Tiny T Photography. It's a side business. Thoroughly enjoy it. Love being behind the lens. My full-time career is I work for the Angola Police Department. At that department, I'm the communications dispatch per se for city police and fire. Oversee the IDEX there and admin type duties.
Fantastic. So, do you have a family?
Yes. I have a lovely wife, Tammy, and we have two beautiful kids.
So, give us something about you that most people will be a little bit surprised.
A lot of people say, and I can hear it from some of my close friends, but they say that sometimes when I first meet them, I may come off as a jerk or that type of personality to them. I don't know if it comes with the job. I don't know from that aspect. But really, when I get down to know people, build friendships, and consider them family, I'm really, I guess if you want to call it, as a kind individual. Giant teddy bear is what I've been called sometimes. So
teddy bear, I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah.
So, from a business standpoint, why do you think it's so important when someone's listing a house to have a professional photographer and or drone?
Okay. That's a very good question. I get asked that a lot by friends that wonder what I'm doing. I'm out taking pictures of houses instead of going out and chasing wildlife. And really it comes down to people nowadays that do a lot of shopping. And I know myself just purchasing a house just over a year ago. We do a lot of shopping, on the devices, either it's your iPhone, Android, tablet of whatever kind, or actually sitting in front of the computer. You do a lot of your shopping there to say, is this house worth going to? Is it not? Is it the acreage? And what does it look like? And I just love to see of bringing in the true light. If a house has amazing natural light, I want to be able to display that instead of a dark image. To if a house has amazing craftsmanship from a great contractor, or anything of that nature, I want to bring out the details so people can see, wow, this is identical to what I saw in the picture when they're there in person. And as far as the drone goes, I mean, if you have a true, like a FAA licensed drone pilot to get out.
You need to be licensed to do that for a living.
Not for a living, correct. If you want to do it for business purpose, you have to be licensed.
Fantastic.
If you just want to be a hobbyist and just go out and have fun taking pictures of yourself, you still have to abide by the rules, but you don't have to have a license from the FAA. But the reason I like that is people that want the acreages, like tons of acres with the house. You can not only see the house setting, but you can see, how much timber, open field, does it have a pond or lake frontage. You get to see the bird's eye view of that property. So if people are looking for a home on 10 acres with woods and they put up and it's open field, you're not going to probably want to go because you see that there's no woods.
Fantastic. Gives you an overview, a bird's eye view, if you will.
Absolutely.
Wink, wink.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you've been asked this before, but is there, when taking all these pictures, how long have you been doing this first off?
I started doing photography probably in October of 2009.
Wow.
That's when I first bought my first DSLR true camera. Before then, it was just a point and shoot, getting out, hitting the woods. I grew up in Fremont my whole life, so hitting all the state ground, taking wildlife. Bought my first DSLR, and from there, it's rapidly grown, going from one camera, one lens, to now multi-lenses, multi-cameras.
Fantastic.
So a lot of getting out there and practicing. I mean, you start out and you just take thousands of images, learning the system. You start out doing the easy cheat method of, the auto mode.
That would be me, trust me.
Hey, a lot of people shoot that. And you get down, and once you learn the heart of the camera and what it can really do, it's a true workhorse, and it can capture some amazing images.
So speaking of amazing images, is there one image that stands out amongst them all? Since you've been doing it for 10 years?
Yeah, we do a lot of traveling, the wife and I. I get to see a lot of the great, what's out there in the world to see from in the United States or not. And there's just so many. It's a tough question. I take a lot of wildlife, so it's probably going to be stuck with wildlife. From eagles getting catches, white-tailed deer. I'll probably have to say this past fall, September, we went out to Colorado up in Estes Park, and we went to the Rocky Mountain National Park and went and started chasing the bull rut. And that whole experience is beyond amazing, stomping through the meadows, chasing big bull. But wow. I guess one morning that stands out to me is this one big bull. It was in the 20s, but he was on a mountainside, and I can put up the picture and show it to you sometime. But it was a big bull. He was on the edge of a mountain on a cliff, and just the backdrop and him bugling with his calves, and it was just amazing. Seeing the steam come from his mouth, it was just amazing.
Fantastic. Well, I want to say thank you for taking the time, first off.
Yeah,
and
absolutely. It's always an honor.
He does great work. He does all my photography for my drone work, and love the guy. Thank you again.
Hey, I appreciate it.
You have a great day.
Hey, take care.
Thank you very much for joining us today on our videos. I appreciate that. We're going to try to be doing these on a weekly basis. Look forward to helping, giving information that might be beneficial to someone or anybody that watches these. If you have any questions or would like to learn more information or have questions about anything else that you'd like me to interview, please feel free to reach out to me at Tony Isa at Remax.net. Again, Tony Isa at Remax.net. Thank you very much.